Hey guys, welcome back. It's day number 4 of the core and mobility program. Amping things up a tiny bit today. Gonna be lots of fun stuff. So let's get right into it. We're starting today with cat and cow. So we'll be hands and knees, starting by rounding the back and exhaling, tuck the chin, and then inhaling, bring the shoulders together and look up. So let's get right into it. Here we go, cat and cow. Getting the spine warmed up here. And we're gonna move into some thread the needle. All right, so we're gonna do some rotation now. We'll do thread the needle on the left side. So we'll take the left arm up to the sky and open up through the chest, twist the spine, and then take the arm under the other arm and try to touch as much of the back of the shoulder to the floor as you can. We're just going back and forth here. So let's go ahead and get ready here. Thread the needle on the left side. So let's go left arm up, and then bring it under the other arm and touch as much of the shoulder on the floor as you can, just back and forth. Try to make the rotation as big as you can. Breathe in as you stretch up and exhale as you stretch the shoulder across. All right, so we're gonna do the same thing on the other side, and then we'll get into our first core work with the same as last week, elbow push-up plus. So right side first with that thread the needle, and then we're gonna be moving into elbow push-up plus, same as before. Here we go. And let's rotate up, open up through the shoulder, and then take the arm under the other arm and stretch the back of the shoulder. Reach as far across the body as you can, open up, feel the side of the body stretching, and then the back of the shoulder stretches. It's a great rotation exercise to get the spine ready. All right, so we're gonna move into our first core exercise, elbow push-up plus. We're gonna be in a standard plank. So if you find the elbow push-up plus too hard, just do a regular plank, but we're gonna be palms face down. Try to keep the forearms parallel to one another. Try to keep the thighs pressing together for that little bit of pelvic tilt. And then from here, bring the shoulders together and apart. So let's go ahead, shoulders together, and then up and apart. Together, up and apart. Let's get it. That's it, guys. Keep the body nice and straight, like a moving plank. Get the shoulder blades as far apart as you can. The real purpose of this work is the protraction or bringing the shoulder blades apart at the top. But we got a lot of core work in it too. Almost there, guys. All right, very nice. So we got a puppy dog stretch here. So let's bring the hips stacked over top of the knees and then walk your arms out in front, bringing the chest to the floor, trying to bend the upper spine backward. So really try not to let your hips go forward or backward. You want to keep them completely stacked and then bend the upper back backward. Keep reaching that chest down to the floor. And press the arms into the floor to help increase the back bend. But try to have the back bend mostly coming from the upper back. Gonna bear crawl next. So let's come to hands and knees at the very bottom of the mat. We're gonna lift the knees gently off the floor and then crawl forward to the top of the mat and then back, and try not to let your body wobble side to side. Stay as still as you can. Ideally, here we go. Ideally, as you do this crawl, I could put a glass of water on your back and not spill a single drop. Try to make sure you're stepping opposite hand and foot at the same time. So when I step my left hand, my right foot comes forward. Move as robotic as you can. If you've ever seen those Boston Dynamics dogs, try to make yourself look like those. Just crawl back and forth. Keep the knees low. Keep the spine solid and straight. Move nice and controlled. Forward and backward. On the core, legs, shoulders. And from this hands and knees position, let's pop the heels straight up into a downward facing dog. Try to get the legs straight and get the heels to the floor. And then once you're there, try to get your upper back as straight and flat as you're able to. So feel the backs of the legs stretching and the shoulders work. So here we go, right up into a downward facing dog. So press up from the hands and knees position, stick the tailbone out, sink the heels to the floor, and press with the shoulders, trying to get the back as flat as you can. It's okay if the legs bend a little bit, and you might be up here with the heels lifted off the floor, and that's totally fine. You'll get there eventually. Keep pressing, keep the back flat. Shoulders might start to burn a bit, especially right after the bear crawl. All right, that is time. So we got a half kneeling twist. So let's take a knee. We're gonna take the left foot forward and the right knee on the floor. And then bring your arms out in front. And from here, we're gonna take the left arm, open like you're opening a book, and reach back. The right arm can press forward. So let's go. Left arm is gonna reach back, right arm presses forward, and twist the body as much as you can. Just doing some reps, like opening and closing a book. Stay as tall as you can through the spine, and have your eyes follow your hands. That's it, guys. Big twist open, and close. We're almost there. Just 10 more seconds, easy peasy. All right, we're gonna stay in this position and we're gonna do a kneeling windmill. So bring the hands up by the ears. And from here, from this kneeling position, we're gonna twist to the left and bring the right elbow down to the floor, ideally in front of the foot, in a perfect world. So let's go ahead and get ready. Hands up by the head. We're gonna twist to the left, bring the elbow down to the floor, ideally in front of the foot, and then back up. So here we go. Twist and down, touch, and then back up. Let's keep that going. Perfect. Keep the spine as straight and long as you can. As we go down and up, you'll feel this in the side of the core and the left leg working. And keep the spine as straight as you can. Move like a big unit. Nice and controlled. Let's keep going. We're almost there. A couple more reps. All right, and from this kneeling position, let's bring the hands to the floor, and you can readjust the back knee back a little bit. We're gonna take the left hand back and grab the right knee, or right foot, sorry, and stretch that right quad by bringing the heel to the bum. If you have troubles reaching, come up a little bit more upright, and then lean into it. Feel the quad stretch. Sink the hips down and feel the right side hip stretching. So a little bit more upright on this one will make it easier, but as long as you're feeling the right quad stretching, you're doing it right. Nice and easy. More seconds, and then we do the same sequence the other way with the right leg forward. All right, that's time, guys. Let's take the right leg forward, left knee is gonna be on the floor. We're gonna do that kneeling twist yet again. So open, like we're opening a book with the right. And as you do it, you can push the left arm forward. I'm gonna go this way so you guys can see me properly. But here we go. So right arm opens, left arm presses forward, and have your eyes follow your hands here. So open, twist, and then back we go. Fun stuff. Open and twist, eyes follow the hand. Back in. Keep that moving. Almost there. 10 seconds. Couple more reps left. Feel a big twist. Really good for the T-spine. You'll feel your obliques work a little bit too. And that's it. So we're gonna bring the hands on the head for those kneeling windmills. Round 2, again, try to keep the spine straight and bring the elbow to the floor. So turn the body to the right and try to touch the elbow to the floor, ideally in front of the foot in a perfect world. Okay. So let's go ahead and get ready. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Down, elbow to the floor, and up. You feel the right side core working and the right hip and glute. These are one you can add some weight to if you like by holding a kettlebell or dumbbell over your head while you go down. They're quite tough. Nice and slow, almost there. Just 10 seconds left. Keep the spine long, reach far forward, and that's it. And then from here, let's bring the hands to the floor. You can slide the knee back a bit. This time we're gonna take the right arm back and grab the foot for that kneeling quad stretch. So we're gonna stretch and pull the heel to the bum and sink your hip down to the floor. If you have troubles reaching, you can come upright and grab your foot more upright like this. But to make it harder, we sink the hips down. So here we go, heel to the bum. Let's feel that quad stretch quite a bit. Just pull the heel right into the bum if you can and sink the hips down toward the floor to really increase that stretch. Halfway. All right, guys, so let's lie down on the stomach. We're gonna do some Swan Raises next. So lie down on the stomach, and we're gonna lift the upper back and chest off the floor and hands off the ground. Try to keep your feet on the floor. So lying down on the stomach like so, hands by the sides. And we're gonna lift up as high as you can, hold for 1, 2, and lower. So let's go ahead, up we go. Hold for 1, 2, and lower. Get the back as high as you can. Up, 1, 2, and then lower. Try and keep your feet touching the floor the whole time, working the lower back muscles and some upper back as well. Up is 1, 2, and down. Let's keep it moving. And down we go. Almost there, 10 seconds. And back down. Here we go. One more rep. All right, and we're gonna flip on over for the hollow body hold. So lie down on the back. We're gonna have our hands at our sides, palms facing up, knees bent. Lift the shoulder blades up off the floor and make sure there's no space under the lower back. We're gonna lift the feet a teeny tiny bit up off the floor, and let's hold for 40 seconds. Make sure we got lots of pressure with the lower back into the ground. Squeeze the thighs together and keep the feet just a teeny tiny bit off the floor. Make sure your shoulder blades stay up. Try not to tuck the chin, head stays straight. We're already halfway through. Hold on. Almost there. Just 10 seconds. All right, we're gonna lie down on the back. Whew, that was fun. And we're gonna do some hip circles with the left leg. Alternate directions each time, so lie down with the arms to a T, bring the knee into the chest, then out to the side and around, and then switch the direction on every single rep, just like so. Let's start by bringing the knee, here we go, bring the knee to the chest, then out to the side and around in the biggest circle you can. Bring the feet together, and then go back in the other direction. Just back and forth here. Make the circles as large as you can. Hopefully you can get rid of any cracking. There should be no pain. A little bit of cracking is okay in the first couple of reps, but it should go away. But there definitely should be no pain. Move through the largest range of motion that you can. And then we're gonna have a seat for some L-sit leg raises for the hip flexor, as if the hip is not already getting some work from this. Okay, awesome. So have a seat. Hug the right knee into the chest. Left leg's gonna stay straight. And from here, we're gonna lift that left leg high as you can and keep yourself as upright with the torso as you can. So we're just lifting with the quad and the hip flexor. Let's get ready nice and tall. And here we go. Up, lift, 1, 2, 3, and down. Up we go. 1, 2, 3, and down. Almost there. 1, 2, 3, and down. And 1, 2, 3. Keep it moving. 3, and down. We got 20 seconds. 2, 3. Awesome. 3, good. And we got 10 more seconds here. Feel that hip flexor working. Try to sit up as upright as you can. Hold that leg nice and straight and feel right in here in the hip flexor working. Perfect. Okay, other side. So we're gonna lie down on the back for those supine hip circles. Then some L-sit raises. And after that, we are done. We got just a seated pike, and that's all she wrote. So let's get ready. Hip circles, change direction each time. And let's get into it. Here we go, knee to the chest, out to the side and around far as you can without rocking the hips. Change directions each time. Make sure there's no pain. Just move through the largest range of motion that you can on each rep. We're so good. Keep it moving. Nice even tempo. Make sure you're not rolling. A couple more. Last one. All right. And we can have a seat. We're gonna now bend the left knee, hug it into the chest, and the right leg's gonna stay straight and lift. So sit up nice and tall. We're lifting 1, 2, 3, up and down. Okay, so sit super tall, try not to lean back, and just lift the foot. 1, here we go, and 1, 2, 3, and down. Working the right side hip flexor, up we go, 1, 2, 3, and down, and up is 1, 2, 3, perfect. 1, 2, 3, leg might be starting to shake. 1, 2, 3, good, we're halfway, just halfway already. 1, 2, 3, keep it moving. 1, 2, 3, excellent stuff. 5 more seconds, here we go. And one more. Excellent, and we're gonna finish things off with a basic seated pike stretch. So have a seat with the legs straight out in front. Press the back of the knees into the floor, long through the spine, and we're just gonna hold this stretch nice and easy. So let's get ready. 3, 2, 1, long through the spine, stretch. Try to keep the back as flat as you can, press the knees into the floor, and sink into the stretch. The back of the legs, maybe even the lower back working. Press the knees into the floor. Long, long, long. 15 seconds left. Almost there. And maddest time. Great work today, guys. We'll see you next week. Have a good one.